Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa from Milk and Honey Photography and the Milky Way, and this is Milky Way TV, your weekly dose of inspiration on business, life, and photography. And today I'm hanging out with Michael Stief from Michael Stief Photography, based in Germany. If you have not seen his beautiful images, you have to go right out and check him out because he is amazing at beautiful maternity and newborn portraits. So welcome.
Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. So tell me a little bit about your story and how you got into photography.
Oh, that's a long story. You know, I'm 41 years old now, and a lot of crazy things happen in my life. And when I was 18, I started modeling. I was a fashion model, and straight away I went to America. I went to the US and lived there for 7 years. And I worked as a fashion model. And after a couple of years, I discovered my love to photography, and so I got into fashion photography, and I was an agency photographer for all the big modeling agencies like Elite and Ford Wilhelmina all over the US. And I shot some catalogs and some magazines, and I was always traveling with the guitar. You know, I was a guitar player, and I got my heart broken. And I started writing songs, and the people told me in America, you know, this is great. You know, the German guy who sings American love songs is great. And so I decided to go back to Germany to become a rock star, and I did that for 7 years. And I was touring all over the place, and I was playing big concerts in front of 10,000 or 30,000 people, and I had a really, really good time. And after 7 years of being a rock star, my wife told me, baby, you need to quit being a rock star and you need to find a good job because I'm pregnant. And so she kind of forced me into do something else. And I didn't know what to do, you know, because I was a rock star and I was so creative, and I just could do whatever I wanted. And I was an artist, obviously. And my baby girl was born, and this woman came up to us in the hospital. She was a newborn photographer, and she asked me to if I wanted to have pictures taken of my baby. And we did that, and the outcome was just not very beautiful, and we were very disappointed. And my wife told me, baby, do you remember that you're a photographer? Yeah. And I said, yes, I was a fashion photographer, and I shooted like models and girls in bikinis and everything, you know. And she said, you have to do that now, you know, you have to take pictures of Emma. All right. So yeah, I did that, and I fell in love with this very, very special and very sophisticated way of photography that was like so unique and so different to me. And then I photographed some friends and some friends of friends, whatever, and I really fell in love with newborn photography. And I decided to make a business out of it. And I started with this 5 years ago. And until today, I had the pleasure to work with over 2,500 newborns. And a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I started with the maternity photography. And I specialize in maternity and newborns only. And since maybe a year or so, I totally love maternity photography, and I'm not so much into newborns anymore because I did too much. You know, I photographed so many, and I find that even the newborn is so easy to me. I have a great workflow, and I'm very fast. I'm very fast and secure with them. I get a little frustrated sometimes, and I get a little intimidated sometimes, even though I'm so successful and even though I'm so experienced, because there's a lot of very awesome, great talent out there, especially in the field of newborn photography. It just demotivates me, you know. And they're so beautiful, so many great photographers, and I'm really proud to be in this industry. And I'm not focusing on newborns anymore. You know, I'm good. I'm doing my 6 shootings a week. Like 2 years ago, I did 15 shootings a week. Now I cut back to 6. Defined a great work-life balance for myself. Do what I love, and I love maternity. I'm so in love. I'm so obsessed with maternity photography, and because I'm good with it.
Yep.
You know, I'm really different with it. And I'm doing a lot of workshops about in the field of newborn photography. I'm doing speaker performances all over the world, international, and that's what I love. And I think newborn photography got me there, and I love the maternity right now. I'm so happy with it, and I bring the style, my fashion style, what I learned as a fashion photographer, or working with models, the posing, and my own experience as a model, I bring into my photography. So this is really easy to me. It's very, very easy, and it just makes sense. So that was a long story.
Well, it's great. Well,
that's how I got into photography. I was a model. And, I'm behind the camera now.
I love it. Well, we are so lucky that you are one of our instructors for the online maternity newborn retreat. And can you tell a little bit about what you're teaching on for the retreat?
Oh, we recorded this very beautiful video. I had a client of mine. She walked into my studio and I photographed her. And after the session, I told her, I'm doing this online maternity retreat, this video workshop for other photographers. And I'm really inspired by you. And I would love to ask you if you would like to be my model next week for this recording. And she said yes. And her name is Linda, and she's so beautiful, And we recorded Simple Studio Maternity. I call it Simple Studio Maternity because it's so simple. It's a single light setup. I'm shooting with continuous light. It's LED. And shooting nice bodysuits, and I show a lot of posing, and I show how to interact with her. I show how I interact with my pregnant clients, how to treat them, and I show a little bit of editing. And this is really beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful video I did for you guys, and I'm sure you love it. I hope you like it. You love it.
Well, I haven't watched the whole thing yet.
I hope you love it too.
I know that our students are going to love it. It's going to be pretty amazing. So tell me a little bit about getting your clients comfortable. I know when sometimes you bring in maternity clients, they're sometimes a little nervous, they're a little self-conscious. Do you have any little secret tips that you can share on how you can get a client to become at ease a little quicker?
You have to show them, you have to prove them that you are the right photographer for them. Yeah. You make them feel really secure about me. So if they open up your website, they see your pictures, they identify already with you. So, and then they get in here, they get into my studio, and then I welcome them very lovely. We drink some coffee and we talk for half an hour. I'm not getting right to the shooting, so we just talk. How is your pregnancy? How did it infect your body? So I already get to know this person, and then she gets to know me, and I'm talking about my experience as a photographer. I was a rock star. I was a fashion photographer. I shot so many people. So I'm really experienced. I'm a teacher. I'm a speaker. I'm a book author. All right, that gives them obviously, it gives them a good feeling about me and about their decision to have their pictures taken by me, And the first thing I do, I put them in a great wardrobe, yeah. And not every client fits in the same wardrobe, so you have to look at them, and then you have to think about what can I put on them, Do I put them in bodysuit? Do I put them in lace dresses? Are they very elegant? Are they young? Are they fresh? Are they introverted? Are they outgoing? You have to get to know the personality of your client. All right. So it's in my hands to make her look beautiful, to give her confidence, confidence about her pictures, about her, some of them that don't have self-esteem, self-esteem. How do you call that, Lisa?
Yeah, self-esteem.
Self-esteem. Thank you. Some are very shy. 99% of my clients have never been in front of a camera before. Wow. All right. So they don't know how they look. They don't know how to stand. It's all about, I have to do that for them, you know, and I put them in pose. And when I have the picture, then I take the picture. Yeah. And then I go over there and I show them. Yeah. And wow, do I look nice? I said, because you're beautiful, because you're pregnant and you glow and you have such a great appearance to me. You look so fantastic and I will make you look like a goddess today. Yeah. And then they laugh. They laugh, they have fun, you know. Yeah. Oh, I said, come on. And if they don't like their face or their body or whatever, I said, you come over here. I take the card, put it in the computer, and I put it in my software, and I do a little, really quick retouch. Yep. And I show them what I can do. Yep. You know? And then they're convinced, and I said, all right. And I said, do you love it? I said, I love it. I look hot. Sometimes they tell me they look hot. I said, I know you do. You look so good, right? And yeah, and then we do the shooting, and then we do the culling right after the shooting, right? Yeah. So I sit them right after the shooting in front of my computer, and they look at their pictures and they make their decisions. I do the in-person sales right on.
So you cull them with them?
Absolutely. Wow. Why would I waste the emotion I just created? Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's just a different take on it. I think that's fantastic.
Oh, this is the German way, yeah.
I love it. That's great.
You know, in Germany, we have, or in Europe, it doesn't work, you know, like it is in America, Canada, or Australia. We don't sell like $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 sessions. It's just not the market. The most what people buy here is like maybe the most $1,000. Yep. You know, through my experience from over 3,000 shootings. Yep. The most is $1,000. Yep. So they take between 450, 650. And that's why you have to have a great workflow, be fast, be quick, and then they create an emotion, create an event, and load the pictures in, do the culling, and then you do your in-person sales. They come in for 10, but they leave with 20 because you create emotion. Without emotion, if you send them home, they have time to think. The emotion gets lost, and then they obviously only take the pictures they really, 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 really love, you know, and then they get really picky. Can I explain something really, really important? To make it, because every time I explain this, the people don't understand, you know, but it's so important because if you go on a concert, if you go on a rock concert like Bon Jovi, you like Bon Jovi, Lisa?
I love Bon Jovi.
All right, let's go to Bon Jovi. Let's go to Bon Jovi, you and me together, okay?
We're going.
And both of us, we stand in first row, okay? So Bon Jovi is right there with us, okay? Right 2 meters away. And he plays his concert and he plays his Place of Glory and whatever. And we are all excited, okay? So Bon Jovi created an event and created emotion. Yeah. All right? It's like, oh, you feel it, okay? And you, oh, this is nice and lovely. So we created emotion. Imagine, right after the concert, Bon Jovi tells you, hey, Lisa and Mickey, come over with me. Go to the merchandise. All right? I have my new CD for you. You want to come with me? All right, we go. We buy the CD, we buy a T-shirt, and we buy a cup. Yep. All right? And then he makes a lot of money with us as well. So we already paid the ticket for the session, and then we upgrade it. Yep. In emotion.
Totally. Great Lisa, analogy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Lisa, what happens if he doesn't tell us to go to the merchandise?
We don't know.
We just go. We go home.
We don't know.
And we tell, oh, that was nice. Yeah. Do you go online and buy the CD? I don't.
Nope.
All right. Okay.
Good analogy. I love it. Great tip.
Thank you.
Great tip.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so my last question is so to someone who is just starting out, especially in maternity photography, what advice would you give?
Do you mean general photography, or what? You mean the newborn?
Maternity, and they're brand new. They're just getting into it. They've never done a session before. What advice do you have for them?
Oh, of course, you need to get inspired. Yeah, you need to get inspiration. And of course, you have to get your camera gear and your settings. You need to know what you do. You need to get your lighting down. You need to get your camera adjustments down. And then I'm from the fashion industry, so I know about posing.
Yeah.
You know, but what makes a great picture? Is it the background? Is it the lighting? Is it the posing? Is it the dresses? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. The most important thing is you need to know how to create emotion. That's what you see in pictures. That's what makes a good picture, only the emotion. You have some photographers, they're really talented with the technique,
Yep.
but they're stuck with emotion, you know? And it's the same like songs. It's the same like music, okay? You write music with your heart and your soul, or you write music with your head. Okay, when you rhyme some things together and put them together, blah, blah, blah. This is a really good song, okay, logical song. And then you have a song which comes straight from the heart.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is, but you love the heart song, all right? Because it's from the heart, okay? So you need to create emotion. That's the most important thing. And of course, obviously, not in my case. I never visited a workshop in my life, never ever. It just comes out naturally, and I just learn by doing. That's a way. That's a very hard way. I believe if I would have taken some workshops from great photographers, I would already improve faster. Okay, but that was just not my way. But I definitely would advise to do some workshops with photographers, the photographers you love, the style, and yes, definitely. Otherwise, create emotion. That's the most important thing.
Oh, beautiful advice. Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Like a visual heart song. Oh, a visual heart song. I love it.
Love it. Oh man, I'm such a heart. How do you say that? I'm such a softie, you know. I'm so soft. Since I'm a father, you know, I'm a father of two. Changed everything.
Yeah, it does.
Gave me a lot of soft touch.
Yeah.
I was a hard, tough guy, and now I'm just a softie, you know?
Yep. Well, your heart comes out in your work. You've got some beautiful, beautiful art that you create.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been such a pleasure chatting with you, and I can't wait for what our students learn from you at the retreat. Well, I'm Lisa from Milk and Honey Photography and the Milky Way, and this is Milky Way TV, a weekly dose of inspiration on business, life, and photography. Thanks for stopping by.